Hey guys, today I did this look using Jaclyn Hill's favorites. Jaclyn Hill favorites Morphe brushes palette. Right here, I just got it sent today, so I'm super excited about this palette. And yep, I created this look. I just wanted to do a very simple, everyday, basic type of look using her palette. And I mainly used neutral colors, so these 3 colors up here and some shimmery colors and this color right here. So I didn't use tons of colors from this palette, but I am in love with this palette so far. I'm very impressed. I'm sorry about my hair. Yeah, I'm really impressed with the quality of the shadow. It's amazing. I'm super impressed with Morphe. I thought that it's just all the hype and everybody's talking about it, so that's why they're popular, but they're popular for a reason, because those shadows, let me show you real quick just to give you kind of an idea of what I'm talking about. This, I just barely touched it, but look at the pigmentation on my finger. Let's see, those highlight colors are not too pigmented. Let me show you. Like this one, you can't, well, you can still see it's really pretty metallic, but it's not as pigmented as like other colors. Let me show you another matte so you guys can see. So this is the matte shade. So they're super creamy, very comparable to Makeup Geek. It feels like it's a pressed pigment, you know, eyeshadow. That's how it feels. It's really creamy, very soft. It goes on really nice. So I really like it. It's so blendable and it's beautiful. And I think it's worth every penny. I'm glad that I got it. And yeah, I really like this color right here. It's like a duochrome color, but I'm going to be, yeah, this color right here. I'll be doing a live swatch soon so that you guys can see how it looks in person, on camera, and everything. And yeah, and they're going to restock this palette on February, so when it gets restocked, then you guys should definitely grab it because it's really like amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get started. Always remember to prime your eyes because it will stop your eyeshadows from creasing and it will be long lasting too. I'm applying Peach Smoothie all over my lids to get a nice base. This is a transition color, so whatever you put on top of that transition color will look more blended and look like it's more seamless together. So for this step, make sure you apply an eyeshadow that is close to your skin tone, and it has to be matte. We don't want anything shimmery as a base. And it really helps if you're applying this with a big fluffy blending brush. It just gives more of a flawless, you know, airbrushed look. And make sure you apply this evenly all over your lids, to the inner corners to the outer corners. Just a disclaimer, I'm making this for my cousin who requested for everyday makeup look, and she's a beginner. I think a lot of you could be a beginner who's watching this, so I'm gonna go slow for this tutorial. So I'm not going to fast forward it or anything. I'm gonna explain everything step by step so you guys can actually apply your makeup while you're watching this video. Next, we're taking a warm light brown color from the palette. If you don't have the palette, you can use something that's similar. And I'm using Coastal Scents brush. And we're applying this to the inner corners and the outer corners. And we're going to connect the lines together. So we're just creating the base to make the eyeshadow look more deeper. And we want to make sure that we go from light to dark. We don't want to apply dark to light colors. We want to apply the color to build up the intensity of the shadows. And the key to having a blended eye look is to apply the colors with a blending brush. It took me forever to figure this out. Next, I'm applying the shade that is a bit darker than the previous color, and I'm applying that to the same area of my eye, the outer corners and to the inner corners, to just deepen the look. So As you can see, I'm building up the shadow. I'm not gonna jump into a dark color and then try to blend it out. I'm going to build up the color as we go. And make sure you always tap the brush before you apply it on your eyes so it doesn't apply too much. It doesn't look too harsh. We want to layer them and get the intensity that we're looking for by layering the color, not by just applying straight up from the palette. And to have a very wearable eye makeup for every day, for work and all that, you want to look for something that's matte or satin, so it doesn't look too overpowering or too shimmery. You can add a pop of shimmer on the center of your eyes or as a highlight, but we want to always make sure, we want to keep it simple and use a matte or satin color. So I'm just doing the same thing. I'm using the same brush and picking up a little bit of shadow and applying it to build up the color. I don't know how much I'm gonna say built up and layer, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's all I'm going to be doing here. And if I feel like I apply too much on the outer corners, don't worry, you don't have to freak out. You can always grab the first blending brush, the bigger blending brush with a lighter color, the transition color, and go around the corners that you felt like you applied too much. And then you can go back with the crease color blending brush and then just go over it again. So just going back and forth with two different brushes with two different colors so it looks more seamless, blended, and flawless. Next, I'm using the same brush and picking up a slightly darker color than the previous color that we applied, and we're going to layer that color on top of the crease into the inner corners. And I think I forgot to say this, but we're going to keep the center blank. We're not going to touch the center because we're going to apply a shimmery light highlight color there to get the effect that you're kind of glowing from within type of look. This is a popular look that I've seen all over internet, like Instagram and on Beyonce, JLo, all these like artists and stuff. And this eyes gives you the glossy look. It really is beautiful, and Beyonce was rocking it in her music video. And yeah, she literally had a lip balm or lip gloss on her lip, but that's not long lasting. It's good for photo shoot, but you can't wear it all day long. So we're aiming for a long lasting, wearable, practical look because let's be real, we want it to last all day long. Next, I'm going to pick up this yellow highlight color and the one next to it, the pinky undertone highlight color. I'm mixing those two colors to get the perfect highlight. Oh my gosh, I'm loving those colors together. I mixed those pink and yellow highlight color, and I'm applying this by doing the packing motion onto the center part of my eyelids, and it really looks like you're glowing from within. These colors are not too pigmented like the other darker shades in this palette, so make sure you pack this on until you like the opacity of the shadow. Now I'm going to highlight my brow bone. I'm using Max Vanilla. I noticed one thing about this palette. This palette is missing a matte highlight color, so I'm using Max Vanilla for this. And I'm using the same brush that I used previously for the center part of my eyelids, and I'm using a blending brush to just blend everything out. And then I'm using the pinky highlight shade on top of the vanilla to make it look a little bit shimmery and glowy. When I filmed this tutorial, I was in a rush, so my hair looks kind of ratchet, but please ignore that. I really wanted to make this tutorial for you guys. Anyways, next I'm using 461 Chrome brush. And I'm taking the light color from this palette that I used previously on the upper lids, and I'm applying that to the lower lash line to just make sure that it looks blended out, and this is going to be the base for our deeper color that we're going to put after. So make sure you blend it out really nicely and build the color so that it looks nice and seamless when you apply the darker color. And I love this pencil brush. It's a bullet brush and it works really amazing on the lower lash line, so it's amazing and I love it and I'm obsessed with it. and I'm just repeating the same step here. And today we're going to perfect the look by taking our time to blend out the lower lash line because we want to make it look smoky and beautiful. I've seen this look on runway and at Golden Globes, especially on JLo. So yep, that's what we're going for today. It just gives you more drama to your lower lash line and makes it look sexier and smokier and all that good stuff. So we're dragging the color down and building up the color by layering the same color and dragging it down a little bit further than you would normally do. One more thing, my skin looks pretty dry and flaky today, but I've been traveling a lot and I'm kind of slacking on skincare, so please bear it with me, it will improve. Now I'm taking the dark shadow from the palette and with the same brush, and I'm going to even make it more darker and deeper by applying it on top of the base shadow that we applied on the lower lash line. I'm going to drag it down and blending it out. And this brush is amazing. This is from Crown Brush, and it's a great brush to smudge the lower lash line. You can even use it to blend, smudge, and it doesn't give you the harsh line. The best thing about it is it's really affordable. I bought it on Hot Look when they had a flash sale, so keep an eye on it whenever they have a Crown Brush sale. It's cheaper than their own website. Okay, next I'm going to blend out the bottom part of my lower lash line just to make sure it's nice and blended. And that's how it looks so far. Now I'm going to apply a highlighter onto the inner tear duct, and this just brings more light, and it makes your eyes look more wider and awake. I'm using the same highlight color that I used on my brow bone and on the lids. I'm basically applying that to the tear duct and packing the color on, and I'm going to go in with a blending brush and blending the outer corners out so there's no harsh lines, and this is from Crown Brush. So it's always good to have clean blending brushes on hand so you can always blend it out with that brush if you have a harsh line. Next, I'm going to go in with Stila's Smudge Stick Waterproof in Damsel. This is the dark brown color that came in in the light palette, and I'm just going to tight line the water line and my bottom water lines too. Now I'm going to use the same bullet brush that I used earlier, and I'm going to smudge the liner to the lower lash line. Because we have the base shadows on the lower lash line, it's going to be easy to smudge the color and make it look very blended. This brush really helps to make it look very flawless and blended. Now I'm going to use my new Makeup Forever ink liner, and this dries to matte, so it looks very similar to gel liners. It doesn't give you the look of liquid liner. It's not shiny. I really like that about it. And I'm applying a very thin, subtle line this time. I'm not gonna go for a winged dramatic look. I'm going to keep it pretty natural. I'm going over the liner to get the opacity that I want and straightening the liner so we don't have any jagged edges. Then I applied some mascaras to the top and bottom lashes, and I'm going to apply some falsies. If you're not a falsies girl, you don't have to. You can just skip this step and go with all natural type of everyday look, but I like to glam it up a little, even though I'm just doing everyday makeup. I just feel naked without them. And I used Koko lashes 214 lashes, I think. I will just put the description down below in the info box, so please check that out. And I really like these. These are really nice and fluffy and natural. Next, I'm going to contour my face. I'm using the Nars Ita brush and Fawn, shade Fawn from Anastasia's contour kit. And I feel like this color suits me the most out of the contouring shades that she has in the contour kit. And this just mimics the shadow. It has a taupey brown color to it, so it really makes you look like you have a sharper cheeks. Now I'm going to apply Becca's Mineral Blush in Flower Child, and this is amazing. I am obsessed with this blush, and this blush is so smooth and creamy and has a gorgeous sheen, but it doesn't emphasize your pores, so it's amazing. I'm not even a blush girl, so that means a lot, right? Anyways, back to the tutorial. Next, I'm going to do my lips. I'm using Jordana's lip liner in Rock and Rose. This is my holy grail lip liner, and I love it. And it's ridiculously cheap, and you can buy it anywhere. And if you want to get the Kylie Jenner look to overdraw your lip liner, then this will be the lip liner to use. As for my lipstick, I'm going to use MAC's lipstick in Hug Me. Since I bought this, I cannot put this lipstick down. I take this everywhere with me. I love it. I'm obsessed. It's just beautiful nude luster finish lipstick from MAC. Can we just talk about this highlighter? The Becca's Opal highlighter. It's amazing. It's so gorgeous. I love it. It's like I can bathe in it and I can eat it. That's how much I love it. So I'm applying this to the top of my cheekbones and on the nose and on the chin and on the cupid's bow. And to get some hydration, I'm using Caudalie Grape Water Mist. This fine mist really helps to moisturize my skin. And I'm going to lock my makeup with Makeup Forever Mist and Fix setting spray, and this is the finished look. Thank you for watching my video. As always, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and like my video. And if you have any requests or comments, please comment down below. I can't wait to bring you more videos. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye!